Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to bring you my February favorites, and this month I have a mashup of just beauty and non-beauty stuff. So this is just a roundup of all the stuff that I tended to use a lot this past month. So if you want to find out what all that stuff was, then jackpot. Let's get into it. Alright, so I kind of like the flow of how my last favorites went, so I'm going to kind of mirror that for this video. So I'm going to start off with stuff in the shower. So I've been using the same type of shower or shave cream for several years, and it's the Kiss My Face brand. They have a moisture shave gel that I really like. The store that I shop at doesn't have it anymore, so I had to start getting it on Amazon, which I don't mind doing, but sometimes you like the convenience of having a product in store when you go shopping. I decided to try this, and I hadn't seen this before. This is by Gillette. It's the Venus Shower and Shave Cream, and it's infused with that oil of Olay. The scent is freesia. The consistency is really neat, and I like the smell. It's already foamy from the get-go. I'm always looking for something that's really moisturizing, so I think this is nailing it for me right now. I don't know if I'll repurchase it yet because I'm still working through it. I might miss my Kiss My Face product by then, but we'll see. But right now, I like it. And then moving into shower gels, I do use a lot of shower gels because I tend to get kind of tired of one thing for too long. So I tend to have a rotation of shower gel. And I rotated back in this Soap & Glory Clean On Me. It's very moisturizing. It's really thick and creamy, and it foams up really well. But I like this smell and the color. It's like a light peachy pink, but the smell is similar to their original, the Righteous Body Butter. It's not as strong as that, but it's that same type of smell. Soap & Glory is now, I believe, in Walgreens, and I think they still have it at Ulta. Alright, so stepping out of the shower, I already mentioned that I'm always looking for something with really good moisture for my body. I'm very aware of the cocoa butter brands, like Palmer's has a really popular cocoa butter brand that I've used before, and I think it works really well. It is a really thick lotion. I saw that they had something new, and I decided to try it. They have a Palmer's Shea Formula Raw Shea Body Lotion. What really caught my attention was, first off, I didn't know they had something else besides their original like cocoa butter. I see one that has like Q10 in it, and the one that's like for stretch marks and stuff, but I didn't see this one before. I was very interested because it says it's no parabens, no phthalates, no mineral oil, no gluten, no sulfates, no dyes. But it also says that it's formulated with shea butter that's ethically and sustainably sourced in West Africa, which I thought was really cool. This does not smell to me just like the cocoa butter that they have. This has a smell to it, but to me it doesn't remind me of that cocoa butter. This is lighter than that, but it sinks into your skin really well. And I've read before over the years that shea butter is probably like one of the top things that you could put on your skin to moisturize it. This is the CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion, and it is for normal to dry skin, which I do not have normal or dry skin on my face anyway. I got this because it has a combination of three things that I was looking for in face products, and this was relatively inexpensive. It has ceramides, niacinamides, and hyaluronic acid. And ceramides in skincare really help smooth my skin out. I do have a lot of texture, large pores, and I feel like anything that has like good ceramides in it really helps smooth my skin. So I like the pump bottle that it comes with, and it's a locking pump bottle, so you can rotate it and lock it. So if you need to travel with it, this is good to have. As far as the product, it's really good, and I like seeing that although CeraVe's been out for a long time, I like seeing the revival of a lot of people being interested in their products because I feel like they do have really great products. Alright, so next it's an eye drop, and it's a cooling eye drop, meaning like it has like a sort of a mentholy type of cooling effect in your eye. I've used these for quite a few years now, and I even have one on deck as backup. I've tried the green one, the blue one, and this is the red one. It says Max on it. It has like a locking like cap on it, which is actually kind of hard to open sometimes, but I feel like that's good if you have it in your purse. You're not going to have to worry about the cap coming off. I pack another punch with this because I also keep it in the fridge. So not only is it already cooling itself in the product, but temperature wise I also keep it very cold. So anytime my eyes feel tired or dry or like red, if I have any redness in my eyes, I put this in there and it really knocks out that redness like really quick. All right, so moving right along, if you've seen any of my last videos or even some of my art videos, I've probably had a pink nail polish on my hands, which is this puppy right here. This is the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel Nail Polish in Pinky Promise. And it's the perfect shade of pink for me. This is my favorite shade of pink in general. I like the applicator, the brushes, one of those wider nail brushes. I feel like it covers my nail bed like really quickly. So I love that nail polish. All right, moving into my next favorite. My last video featured this, and this is the Pure Bare It All 12-Hour 4-in-1 Foundation. And I bought this earlier on in the month of February, and I did try it out throughout February, but I just did the video on it and did the wear test on it for you guys to see. I'll put a link to the video down below. I say it all in there. This one just works in all the right ways for me. And I was really like blown back by how impressed I was with this guy. So my favorite brush to apply that with, I used in my video on that foundation, and it's the Morphe M439 brush, which I've had for over a year for sure. Whenever everybody started to come out with all these makeup sponges, I got on that train and I really started using makeup sponges. Kind of neglected my foundation brushes. When I got this foundation, it didn't work well with my makeup sponge, so I was like, man, okay. And I just happened to grab this one. And man, I haven't used anything else to apply this foundation with since. I've revived my love for the Morphe M439 with that. And then this, I don't hear anybody talking about this. And it is a highlighter palette. It's by NYX, and it's the Strobe of Genius. You get 7 options for highlighting and some interesting ones. You get like a yellow toned one and even a lilac colored one. Which I have worn before, and you don't have to go heavy-handed with it. You know, I'm not trying to look purple, but it has a cool tone to it. I just think that it's really pretty, but I think that this would work for a lot of people. I don't see it being really chunky. It doesn't come off really chunky on me. So if you're in the market for trying new highlighters, don't neglect NYX, because this guy is actually really good. The next one is no surprise because it is a perfume. And this one is the Dolce & Gabbana Femme perfume. It is a gourmand. My husband will say just about any gourmand that I have smells like cotton candy to him, which I get it, you know, they're sweet and all that, but this really reminds me of, not a synthetic one, but it reminds me of a real like marshmallow. It doesn't suggest, you know, a marshmallow. It just, to me, it smells like a freaking marshmallow. So it's really cool. Dolce & Gabbana have just amazing packaging. It's simple. I like that style. I like it being sleek and simple. All right, so this next one, I have to mention it. I was looking around on Pinterest a year or so ago we got a white couch in one of our rooms, one of the white IKEA couches, and I was looking for tips on how to keep that thing clean. I came across somebody's page, and I'll try to link it below if I can find it, but somebody suggested this, and it's called Folex, and it says it has the company has over 40 years of success. I had not heard of them, but I got this on Amazon. It's just amazing because it gets stains out like nothing else I've tried. I've used it to get pet stains out with, which works really, really well. I have tried this to get blood up before, and this works really well. It does say that. It says pet accidents, grease, ink, red wine, coffee, blood, rust, food, cosmetics, dirt, grime, mold. I've tried it on a lot of stuff, so I don't know what the heck is in this stuff, but it's amazing. So my next favorite is a technical one, and it's this camera that I'm recording on. I got a new camera. I could not be happier with it. It's a Canon 80D. It's exceeding my expectations. There's a lot of things I still probably need to figure out on it. My previous camera did its due justice and served its time. It was a used Canon T3. And it was not a T3i. It was not in the I series. It was like old school T3. It didn't autofocus. It didn't have a lot of options on it, but it did serve its purpose for what I needed it for its time. So I'm grateful that I had that, and most grateful that I have this now. Other favorites. Have you guys seen Nextdoor? Once we loaded it, it has you verify your address. You have to create a profile. In our neighborhood, you can be visible and comment on stuff that's in your neighborhood or community. It also gets monitored by like a moderator or something, so they kind of supervise like content that people post. They don't want anybody being aggressive. It's a really cool way for you to know what's going on. I see everything from how somebody was speeding through a subdivision and being like reckless, or somebody broke into somebody's house and somebody put pictures of the security camera footage to look out for somebody. Like it says, it's kind of like a social network for your neighborhood. My next favorite, it's Tuesdays with Maury, and this has been around for a while, but it's a book written by a guy named Mitch Albom. It's such a good story. I really think it's good for anybody. The guy that wrote it is the guy that experienced it. He had this really special like friendship. It developed into a great lifelong friendship with one of his professors in school. It is sad, but it made me, thinking about it, almost makes me want to cry. It makes me wish I knew somebody like Maury. Man, I'm getting teared up. I think I have PMS. And I think if you're anybody that just wants to hear like good like life lessons, I've heard about that book for years, but I don't know why I never read it or listened to it. It's mainly like the dialogue between these people. I don't know. I just think that there's life lessons to listen to and understand and kind of like take in like people's view of it. And I think it's kind of like all encompassing. Like some people have such great viewpoints. It makes sense from a lot of viewpoints. Maybe just like some moral stuff in there, but just people growing up, I think it's really important for them. I think this would be great for a lot of young people to listen to. People that may not have somebody in their life to talk to them about that stuff. My dog is sitting here putting his arm on me like, it's okay, Mama. I don't even have any tissue. You got both hands on me? Let's see if I can take a picture of this guy. I don't know. You got a hand on me? So yeah, Tuesdays with Maury. Well worth it. Wow. I can't even see now. I should have saved that one for the end. Alright, my next two favorites are TV shows, and I definitely have to put a Walking Dead in there. I've been a Walking Dead fan since October 2010 is when it started. I was in art school then. I worked full-time and went to school full-time, and I had like no extra time, but I did make time for the hour for Walking Dead. I'm a huge fan of shows that have those scenarios because I like to see how people adapt in those situations. How do you deal with it? What's the differences on how people cope with that and survive? Since my birthday is close to Halloween, I like kind of creepy stuff or, scary stuff, and zombies is one of those things. So that naturally attracted me to that show from the get-go. And then my other favorite has been a show called Taboo, and that has Tom Hardy in it. My husband and I have really been addicted to that show. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed me sharing all the different stuff I had this past month. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up, that way I know. But mainly, comment below if there's something that you found out that was new, something cool, the rest of us may not know about. That's why I like the comments. Share the cool stuff that you're into so we can catch on to it. If you're new here and you want to join the family, that'd be cool. Click subscribe, and if you want to be notified for upcoming videos, click on the little bell and you can have that happen for you. All in all, I really appreciate you guys. Comment down below if you want to interact with me. I do read those comments. Can't say it enough. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.